Drug dealers using emojis to target teens. Here's what parents should know from Fox 32 News. And this does have a video with it that I didn't even realize that. But yeah, just play it from the page there. Yeah, and we should definitely check that out. Maybe we'll just get the story from them.
Yes.
So because, obviously this is I cannot believe, I guess I can, that they're still doing the same routine. It's like when we were kids and like 60 Minutes would be like, did you know that,
Yeah. It's always these fucking stupid fear. I mean, they've always been doing it, but
your kids it's always every 10 years they do. Did you know that your kids can get high from cough syrup?
Yeah.
It's like, we knew.
But it was always like the trick-or-treat candy having drugs in it, being laced with drugs. What the fuck are you talking about?
We knew our kids could get high from cough syrup because we used to get high on cough syrup.
Because it's a fucking hardcore narcotic.
Yeah.
Right. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yes. Also crack. What the? Yeah.
Sure.
We all know what we can get high off.
That's way cheaper and way better.
Yeah. All right, you want to take a look at this? Let's see what they're saying. I don't know.
Let's look at this report.
Oh boy,
got an ad.
We got a great ad. How do vaccines protect?
Oh, this is a vaccine ad?
It sure is.
Why?
I wonder.
They still.
But here's the thing:
has everyone not made their mind up by now?
But here's the thing: how much did this cost?
Yeah.
And why would they do it?
One of those that's on there. There's been that showed up on a phone or it's shown up on a social media site, a social media app that we've identified as they're trying to target the youth of America.
Oh,
the
drug dealers? No
Agency
way.
has issued an emoji drug decoder to help parents know if or when their children are texting about illegal drugs.
Oh, okay.
Well, this is different.
Just emojis that drug dealers are using to communicate primarily with middle and high school students.
In tonight's special report, Dane Placco shows us why it's important for parents.
People are using emojis to communicate with each other of all kinds.
Yeah.
This is not specific to this. There's no story.
Yeah.
This is just a completely fabricated thing.
But I love that they have the DEA. The fucking DEA has made a drug emoji decoder. Now, let's just go back and look at I'm sure they'll show the graphic again. How obvious? It's a pill. A syringe.
As you can see, this is an eggplant representing ecstasy.
Yeah. All right, let's take a.
Let's make some predictions.
Okay.
I got that fire, and it'll just be the flames. I bet you that's one.
Yeah.
What else?
I mean, the pill is going to be on there.
The syringe.
The syringe. Is that still on there? Because it used to be, and I was always like, what?
They could use this picture of a syringe
to mean heroin.
as a code for heroin. Yeah.
It's like, no, that's obvious.
Let's see what they do with this. Yeah.
To know their emojis and their apps.
A dick rocket uphill.
By themselves, each of these emojis looks innocent enough. But when you put them together,
not when we put this ominous music behind it.
This means a large batch of cocaine has arried. Another example.
So you will see.
And that's how they're targeting the kids.
And then you're gonna
too.
Because the kids are the ones
need
that
to know that a large batch of cocaine has arrived.
Yeah, you didn't just put that together,
right? Yeah, just
a large
made
batch
that up from nothing. And by the way, that would never be the way that a large batch of coke had arrived, would be communicated to anyone that needed to know. And by the way, anyone that would need to know knows
that it's arriving.
They're there.
Yeah, and also they know it's arriving.
Right.
They're not like, oh, it just happened. Like you're fucking waiting for it.
Oh,
There's
it's arrived.
calls.
I better go out to the docks.
Yeah, what is this, Gotham City?
I better go have a drug deal in a very obvious place, like every movie does. Like,
where's my trench coat?
Where can we do the drug deal?
Drug hat.
Where we would blend in society? No. I'll meet you on the edge of city where we're the only people parked in a closed factory. That's how you deal drugs.
Yeah, you don't just put it in a paper bag and give it to them outside of your apartment.
At Jewel. Yeah. More people, the better. That's
stupid. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's hear. Oh, this is golden. I just love it that it's the DEA wasting fucking taxpayer money.
Oh, that's all they do.
They're like, we need more for our budget. Look what we're doing.
Right. Yeah.
We're cracking the code for.
Look at us. We did it.
Yeah.
I have this emoji here of a Xanax.
Shane Catone is the deputy special agent in charge of the DEA's Chicago division.
Of course, he
That
is.
string of emojis means a dealer is looking to sell 50 potent Xanax pills.
The reason why we put it out is that we were.
And then he sends the dealer. Now, here's how the drug chain works.
Yes.
The dealer obtains 50 potent Xanax pills, By the way, people that buy Xanax want to know exactly what the fuck it is, how many milligrams is it,
Yeah,
slow
and also-
release, is it whatever the fuck. And
Yeah. Oh, I was just gonna say, but if a drug dealer gets drugs, he already knows he's already had people calling him like, "Hey, dude, let me know when you get this."
that's what I mean. This is how the drug supply chain works. The dealer, now he obtains the 50 potent Xanax pills, and now he will begin to meticulously text each customer in code, mind
Yeah,
you,
of course,
with this specific, with a pill, a bomb, and $1 or whatever the fuck that
not
was.
just like, "Yo, got those."
Yeah, right. Yo, you know that thing you
Yeah,
want from
yo,
me
I
all
got
the
that.
time?
I got that. Run through.
Yeah, right.
That's it.
You want to hang out?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You busy?
Right.
What are you doing tonight?
Yeah. I know. Yeah, they know why they're talking to you.
Yeah.
Like,
You're the drug dealer, for
Yeah.
fuck's sake. All right, but let's see this special agent, whatever the hell his name was.
something Piatone or some shit.
I love it.
A real.
Yeah.
This guy's just
We've had
a riot.
a bunch
I'm
of
sure in his
overdoses that
personal
we've
life.
Shane
identified.
Catone.
And doing our investigation, the intelligent aspect of it, we realized there was a bunch of emojis that were showing up on the phones. of
Which
some
was
of
the
deceased.
intelligent
The
aspect of
dogs
this
and
in
traffickers
particular
started communicating
investigation?
through each
Yeah.
I don't see that on the
Intelligence.
screen. Yeah,
buddy.
right.
Like you're a fucking special agent.
Dude, that's a
with the
classic
DEA.
thing with cops where, like, if you took literally the words that they actually use in the order they use them, oftentimes they're making zero sense.
Yeah.
And, you know,
I
or
love
even
it.
saying the opposite of what they're trying to say. I've had that at, like, traffic stops before. I'm like, do you understand English, you fucking idiot? Like,
You
I
fucking
can't respond to what you
buffoon.
just said. It made no sense.
Yeah.
I know what you meant.
You uniformed buffoon. What are you
Right,
doing
yeah.
here? Get away from my car
Yeah.
before I call the real cops.
Right. The Latin kings.
Yeah, exactly. Who Vinny still apologizes to.
No. Me and them are on the outs still.
All right, let's see this. A rocket ship, a bomb, and a explosion.
Emojis because they were looking for new customers.
Who's the new clientele? Teenagers.
I do
That's
know
not
that there
new.
are like emojis used
And
as
by
like
the
code
way-
words kind of to hide it and like make sure like posts and like social media things don't get filtered.
Brenda Perica.
When you're
Well, I mean, that's smart.
when you're a teenager, you buy one teenager knows somebody who's maybe like 19, 20, 21.
Yeah.
That's the connection to the adult world. It's
Yeah.
somebody's brother.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
whatever. There's not fucking 30-year-old drug dealers around the high schools like it's
No.
like 1972 and they're, you know what I mean? They're trying to get
Yeah.
people hooked on heroin.
I
or
mean,
something.
maybe if you're like in a
I'm sure-
rural setting because there's limited
or
access and yeah, so I
maybe
I
even
actually
the right
remember
like
that.
lawless urban setting there might be something like that possibly going on.
because I remember we
but-
used to buy shit off of like older
But that's
bikers
not
and
what
shit.
they're talking about.
No,
They're
this is
fucking-
insane.
They're talking about
This is insane.
using emojis to attract. So this is, we all know that the kids, oh man, they just go nuts for the emojis.
I know. How
It's-
could they resist this?
at
then?
this
they
point-
wouldn't even have done drugs.
At this point, if you're in high school, I would believe that an emoji would just be an ingrained part of your life that was always there. It's not exciting. It's not.
I wonder if there's
it's
people
not
that
a
can
kid
like
thing.
text as quick just in full emoji language. I'm sure there is.
Yeah, the really successful drug dealers. You know,
Is a member
you
of
stay one
Lockport
step
High
ahead of the
School's
feds.
chapter of Students Against Destructive Decisions, or SAD for short. The group's
That's already
focus
taken.
includes drug prevention among students, something the emoji drug texts make more difficult, especially for parents.
I think definitely not. Like, especially with like no like words and just emojis, I feel like parents would not notice at all.
Because teens
Yeah,
spend so much
if
time
they don't
on
want
social
to.
media, Catone
All the
says
parents are
that's where
desperately
traffickers
trying
try
to be
target
young
them.
by using the
You're
emojis. Believe me, they
They're
use them
"What?"
all the time.
Yeah, they're like, "What's that? Let me
Right.
see that."
Yeah, that's
Cindy,
the
let
only
me see
reason
your
they want to
phone.
know. Yeah,
Yeah, I want to be cool too.
Like,
Also, the parents,
you can get Xanax.
I was
want
gonna say the
Xanax.
parents are
Like,
all on fucking Xanax.
all right, that was
What happened?
ill-timed break for both of us, I guess. But yeah,
Whatever. Bear
yeah,
with
let's
us, folks.
keep going with this. We got to see how what these people. I hope they're going to solve this issue.
Yeah, no
on
shit.
Snapchat, on Facebook, Facebook Messenger. These applications are doing 24-hour ads that have these emojis and code words in them. The next phase is they
What?
connect. So phase 2 is connect.
Drug dealers
So
are
when you
running
talk connect,
24-hour
that's
ads.
when
By
they
the
go
way,
on WhatsApp.
are
the
there
kids-
ads online that just have certain hours that the ad is open? Like, what is he talking about? 24-hour ads?
Yeah.
Like,
Also, though, isn't there a ton of ads for actual drugs paid for by fucking
on this
drug
on
companies.
this network where this aired. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, ask your doctor about this. No, how about the doctor tells me what I need?
Yeah. How about we stop
And quit fucking advertising drugs.
How about we stop
idiots.
ignoring the well demonstrated and basically proven link between the overprescription of opioids and the heroin epidemic, you know?
Yeah.
And then stop having those companies constantly advertise on your channel before you run this thing about how drug dealers are. And by the way, where are these ads for drugs? What is he even talking about? This is just clearly a thing that's crafted for who's watching TV anyways, I guess, is people that just are totally out of touch with the world for the most part. So
yeah,
I
think
guess
he's
it's just
I don't actually
is it just crafted to scare people like that?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That like they'll hear
this story.
They'll hear a phrase like they're running 24-hour ads online or whatever.
Yeah, on TikTok and Instagram.
And they'll believe that just out of hand.
I'm sure there are, dude, I guarantee somebody went to the office after seeing this and were like, I can't believe this. What's going on? This world is going to hell. These kids are now.
Did you know there's
drug dealers
kids?
targeting kids with emojis, whatever. These are emojis on the phone.
24-hour ads.
Yeah.
For drugs. All in emoji. And my kid knows how to read it, apparently.
All right, Shane, wow us.
To go on WhatsApp. So because they think, hey, parents aren't going to go in. They may look at text, but they're not going to go in these WhatsApp messages, things you can delete instantaneous.
After that,
they won't.
all the student
well, then
has
they're
to do
stupid
is
parents.
pay, which means more apps like Venmo or Cash App.
One of the things that I find fascinating is there are young
I will say one thing I find convenient.
Yeah.
Because that has changed the game a bit.
What?
Just purchasing things. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just being able to send somebody money. It's so fucking nice.
Yeah,
I love
it is. And getting paid through Venmo for I get paid through Venmo for jobs that I do
for
all
jobs,
the time.
for drugs,
like,
whatever it
it's
is.
my secret money.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody knows. Yeah.
I love it. All right, what is he fucking saying?
teenage age kids that
Teenage
are
age?
trafficking in pills. And they're
Teenage
doing it in
age? This
school,
guy's a
trafficking
fucking dope.
in- There are young people, teenage age kids that are trafficking in pills. And they're doing it in school because they can make money ordering the batch, ordering a large amount.
From who?
And then
Who is a fucking middle school kid getting a batch of pills from?
I mean, it happens. Like people dealt drugs in middle school when I was there. You
Of
know,
course,
and
but
whatever.
not a-
But like, that's,
yeah, I guess. I mean,
not.
Yeah,
But no, yeah. I mean,
so low on the totem pole. It's
Yeah,
not. Nobody's getting a batch of anything in middle school. I'm sorry. It's just unless you're like one of those outliers where like they have a TV movie of how Griselda fucking Blanco started to be the cocaine mistress or whatever the fuck.
Okay,
It's like okay, there's certain people that were like moving keys at 11 and shit.
That's
that
the
happened.
thing. In certain neighborhoods, yeah, you've got a lot of the drug dealers are
Yeah.
in that age range.
Yeah.
But they're just being given, supplied and
Yeah,
and
they're
then
getting a
paying it
little,
back or
little
whatever.
pocket
Like,
full of
yeah.
weed probably. To be
They're
honest,
not starting their own operations for the most part,
No.
But yeah, these emojis though, I feel like a kid could stumble across an ad advertising that a large shipment of cocaine has
A large
arrived
batch.
and is available for purchase, and he might have the 15 grand to go make a play, and it could happen, man, especially when you put emojis in the mix.
That's true, man. Okay,
Anything
It
can
is
happen.
scary.
Yeah.
You know what? You've made it more scary.
providing those they can sell it in school easily.
Once ordered, Catone says it's easy for a student to peddle the pills in a school bathroom or even on the football field.
I can't get into
Yeah,
specific
school was great for
investigations
selling drugs.
on
That's-
I was
what
gonna
we're
say,
doing.
yeah.
I will say that.
Very, very lucrative.
It's like
high school was.
Yeah, that was the only reason I was there the last couple
Dude,
of years.
I've told
yeah.
everyone that. I'm like, the only reason I was there was just to fucking make
Either
money,
to
dude.
get some drugs or to sell some drugs
Yeah,
or something.
it was
something to
great.
do with drugs.
I
Yeah.
had no classes. I had like second period and eighth period.
Eventually they just get sick
That
of
was
you.
it.
They're just like,
I had all
just
study
yeah,
halls
just-
because
yeah.
I'd been kicked out of all my classes except
Right.
second. So I didn't have first, but I'd go there and sit in the cafeteria and sell people drugs. And then,
Oh, yeah.
And then I would go to second period business, intro to business, and then I would have study halls all the way to eighth period.
And you use some other
You just walk around the
use
fucking
some
school
other
and
locker
shit.
so
Yeah.
they don't know where you are and
Yeah.
stuff. It was It
It was easy. You just go in the bathroom where we were all also smoking cigarettes. Like,
We used to jump. There was one bathroom you could just jump out the window. At my school, there was I don't know. I can't remember where. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyways, yeah, it was just like this unused, like older bathroom off the side of the gym, and yeah, you could get the window open just enough to just slide out and fucking make a run for it. I mean.
All right, let's see what these guys are all saying. That girl has no friends. I know that's exactly what I was thinking. Okay, hold on a second. Let's go back. Oh, these are hilarious. This is the commercial. 6'9" escapes.
Why are we doing this all of a sudden?
You guys are nailing perfect. Okay, that girl has no friends. Trade some lunch tickets for a nickel bag. Okay. They get pills from someone they know too, like you said, older sibling. And Elmhurst, you had another. This is the dumbest news story ever. You might end up in a cool band.
Yeah, this is the dumbest news story ever that has been done over and over for 30 years.
Yeah, the other
probably
thing is
even further back than that. You know, it's like there was probably one at some point.
Madness,
like, did you know that beatnik talk can be code?
Yeah, exactly.
For doobies,
yeah.
marijuana cigarettes.
Mike's got a decoder ring. Good. Yeah. So. My biggest thing with this, though, is that it's the fucking DEA.
If your son says he wants to get hep, well, that could mean he wants to get turned on to some.
And what that means is.
And that could lead to being groovy. Sound familiar? Well, you've got drugs in your home.
Yeah, the shittiest weed anyone's ever seen in their fucking
and back
life.
then you had to smoke like 100 joints too. It's just like
I think I'm feeling something.
Right?
Sick.
Yeah, they were all fucking freak. Can you imagine? That part of the perspective of the public hysteria over marijuana back in the 30s, 40s is it was over fucking. The worst
like 2% THC
weed that you couldn't even imagine smoking anymore. You know, like
it's worse than anything we've ever like encountered. And I've had ditch weed. You know what I mean? We've all had like ditch. Somebody grew it and harvested it way too early,
and they were like, "This is gonna ruin the country."
Yes.
This thing that after you smoke a half a pound of it, you feel kind of tired.
All right, fuck this story, huh, guys?
Let's finish it off. Come on,
we've been on it for a half hour. Let's go over to the penis falling off of a man.
What? We're not going to finish this thing? I was figuring they had a solution.
I know definitively.
Oh, I don't know
that this is happening. It's happening in the city of Chicago. It's happening in every city
emojis
across the country.
And since kids don't like to show parents their phone, Catone says it's important for parents to look for changes in their children's behavior.
No shit.
Use their chart as a way
you
to
might
start
want to look at the
conversation
phone
about
as a
drugs.
contributor to that.
I would absolutely
changes in their
recommend,
behavior.
If you're going to give a child a cell phone, that you address all the applications that are on there, all of the dangers, especially the emojis that could possibly show up on their phone, because they are targeting those kids.
The DEA says it's expecting this.
So that's the solution. Spy on your kids more. That was basically what that story is. They're using codes. You need to spy on them better. And I'm here to tell you I get paid a hefty salary to let you know that this is going on.
Also, of course, hasn't that always been known? If you see some drastic change in your kid's behavior, they might be doing drugs.
I mean, I remember myself just going from like looking like a pretty normal kid to like
suddenly listening to fucking nothing but like just fucking the Doors and shit.
You
have incense all the time.
Yeah, and as a kid,
it's like so obvious.
You want people to know you're smoking weed, because it's part of your identity now. And now you're one of them. And you're cool. Yeah. And so it switched immediately to like Jimi Hendrix tie dyes.
Exactly,
and fucking,
it was all tie dyes.
Yeah, all kinds of shit like
bandanas.
that.
I mean, we were already skaters, really. So it didn't even.
Yeah, if you can't tell your kid started smoking weed, you're pretty stupid.
You're a bad fucking parent.
I mean,
that's it. You're just
and
a
also,
bad parent.
They're gonna smoke weed. It's not worth the fucking fight over it. I mean, you know, I don't have kids, but
they're talking about
Xanax
and shit. But yeah, I
would let my kids smoke weed when they were like, I don't know, 13, 14. I'm like, whatever. Not all the time. Right. But if they're gonna go out and do it, and fucking, I don't want to get in the way of like the most fun times they're ever gonna have in their life.
Loved it. That was like that was the shit in my life. That was like some of the best things that coming into the weed scene and just geeking out. Oh yeah,
being like 14, young enough to where getting high is an insane experience.
Yeah.
And it's like
never ending. It just fucking wafts into different experiences throughout the night. You're like, what
your
the fuck?
neurons are so sharp and fresh and your capabilities of imagination and all that. And weed will just take you on a journey at that age. I would hate to fucking stand in anyone's way of experiencing that in a way.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because I
I
know how
agree.
great it is, and sneaking off in the woods with your friends.
Fuck yeah.
And having that, and you can't stop
Thanksgiving,
laughing.
you go
and
walk
you're
with your
fucking
cousin.
trying to walk down the street. And
Yeah.
they know. Oh my god. You know.
Yeah, the
Like,
best, dude.
Yeah,
It's,
like
dude, it's bonding too. Like I remember I used to smoke weed when I was real young with my older brother, and he was like, you know, probably like 19 or something. I was 14, or you know what I'm saying. And it's hilarious. And I did the same thing with my younger brother, and yeah, there's definitely something
I
to
remember
be. It
starting
like
to
brings you way closer.
when I started to smoke with my sisters and both my parents, it changes everything.
It
you know,
does.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Smoking with my parents was a little awkward at first. You know, not crazy, but just a little weird. Neither one of us really knew what to do. What to talk about, or like how to change our
And plus,
friendship. That
you're
way,
way
you know,
higher
but-
than them because
Yeah.
they're used to it.
No. My mom would get so fucking. She was hilarious. Like she was one of those people that would smoke and immediately be,
Oh yeah,
you know, like real just want to eat something and
Yeah.
say something hilarious and walk out of the room. You know, like,
awesome.
but yeah, and my dad, and they were both a little older, so yeah, they got really high. But anyways, that was a little weird at first. Then it got comfortable really fast after like the second or third time. You're just like, yeah, so we're gonna joint with mom and dad.
Yeah,
Whatever, why not? You know?
and why not?
Yeah.
You turned out fine.
I kind of feel sorry for people that have those, because a lot of people I know have those relationships with their parents that are so weirdly official. And like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
they would
sterile.
never party together.
Yeah.
They've never like been through a bunch of bullshit on a social level together, and like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? They don't
Never fist fought.
they don't
on a
share
roof.
like a social world at all in a way. You know, a lot of people with their parents, I mean,
I once threw a hammer at my dad.
I've fought my
Fucking
dad
hard, dude.
once or
Like,
twice. Yeah,
it missed him, but man, he was pissed.
We didn't.
He
yeah,
was pissed.
we didn't have like knockdown, drag out fights,
No,
but
me
there would be
neither.
little.
I knew people
there
that
would
did,
be
though,
little
with
short
their
things, you
father.
know. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember
I've
people
heard some
getting
good ones,
fucking. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I like pushed my dad one time when he was really drunk and he fell down because he was like, you know.
I don't think I ever actually touched my dad like in a menacing. Or
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's weird.
But yeah, I know that is weird.
Yeah.
That tells you something about him.
Yeah,
It's like one of the only people that
because I
just was
fully
like,
expected you to be like, oh, dude, I used to fight my dad every day. Like he'd wake me up by punching me in the face.
No, I remember he would pull guns on everyone. Though.
Yeah. So that's why you couldn't fight
You
him.
couldn't really do anything
yeah.
to him. You're like, he probably has a
He's
gun.
gonna shoot us. Yeah.
Yeah.